Hello, boys.
Hello, Janice.
Today's theme is global ingredients. You must use various ingredients we've featured in our global food episodes. As usual, you will each have 10 minutes to cook and contribute to the final dish, but there will be no store cupboard ingredients available.
And with that in mind, is there an order?
The order will be decided on how well travelled you all are. Most going first, least going last.
I think we're just going to have
Evans
to...
is essentially a nomad at this point. So
Yeah.
Body count.
Evans, I've been in your flat more than you have.
So Evans is starting.
Oh, and then 3 normals. Okay, well, we have an order.
Oh, dear.
10 minutes each. Off you go.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All the knowledge up front.
What?
Right. Looking at the ingredients, I think there is only one delicious meat or fish protein. There's lots of other proteins in terms of like bean curds and the alike, but therefore I think these would be celebratory. Having brought them over here, there's actually not a lot to do with them immediately. I will get them prepped so that the boys can then sort them out later on. But we can then, by taking off some of this peel, use it to make a stock with some of those other delicious ingredients. Not having access to a store cupboard is quite a twist on this because there's plenty of variety on the table, but none of the familiar fallback territory, which is where all of us are going to struggle. So I'm deliberately taking the prawn but leaving the little tail and the little head on, and we've got these bits here that will work wonderfully for a bit of a stock. And then what I did was I picked up other similar ingredients. So some soy, a delicious yuzu paste. I've got an idea now. Prawns are there, prepped. Wouldn't it be lovely if we end up with making an incredible broth that we then cook our bean curd in? I think we should have time for that. But failing that, we've got these instant calorie-free like water noodles. But what I do want now is some flavour to go into here. So we make a stock around the prawn offcuts, and we'll add some MSG and various other flavours. So a little bit of this. It's a nice paste. Again, it's got a lot of flavour already going on in there. Salt. It's a bit expensive to put the soy in there, so I'll go back and find something else. This is really difficult without a dry store. What else have we got? It's all the textures game, this. Right. So, a white soy. When we did our soy episode, the prawns came from our prawn episode. We know you can use quite a lot of it in a broth, so we've got that. If I just prep some prawns and broth and get some noodles ready with some bean curds, then that's not too much, but steers them in a direction they know where we're going. Worst case scenario, they pick up the dumplings on the table and cook those as well.
Yes, that is the worst case scenario.
This is also lots of ingredients that could work nicely together, but they're going to struggle. This has got to be primary focus. Prawn, a nice broth. We'll get these cooking. They can go in there later on. This and this can go in the bowl. I do slightly worry for the boys because this is actually going to be quite a challenge. I know that it'll be delicious if the ingredients are in the right ratios and end up in that bowl. Will the boys do it? I'm going to give myself 6.5, and I hope that's a good starting point for the boys. Mike!
PMA, positive mental attitude. Wow, that's a bit fishy. Okay, lobster.
Taking the prawns are there. The prawn.
Oh, what have we got? Come on, Mike, we can do this. Okay, so we've got lobster. We've got these things. Are they like noodly scraps?
No, they are bean curds or tofu skins, but the normals will clearly be referring to them as pasta from now on, and I won't be starting another on-screen counter.
Okay, are we making a broth? I've been left mushrooms. Okay, fine, lobster broth. So we probably want some mushrooms, not all the mushrooms. So do I cook these off and then we just add them into the broth? I reckon the mushrooms probably just want to go in. Wow, this is really tricky. So how far along is that lobster? That is raw. That's how far along that lobster is. Are these... I don't know where you're supposed to eat those just like that, but they're like a crunchy...
Bean curd?
pastry? Do they turn into the pasta? Oh my goodness, I don't know what we're doing. Something that could work well with this are pickly things. So I'm going to do some pickled mushrooms, and they can either go on the end for garnish or whatever. But I'm adding to this.
Yes, lobster pasta apparently.
I don't think that thing that I ate was supposed to be eaten like that. Man, I've done nothing. I'm just going to add a little bit of that and just lightly fry them off. I've got some pickled lettuce, so I could add the pickled lettuce in with the mushrooms and have like a pickled mushroom slaw. I know that sounds very Jamie Spafford, but it's all I've got to go with. That will add a little bit of zing and freshness into what is a salty, fishy dish at the moment. Aha! Fantastic. This was a game changer, albeit very expensive, verjus. So it's like a really, really sweet acid. So think cider vinegar. It's a bit white winey, but it's just got an extra fruity dimension. It tastes amazing. So I think that will work really well with my pickled mushroom thingy. They're going into my verjus. I wonder if I can do something to that broth, because at the moment it really needs something else to help balance it, because it's quite salty at the moment. Let's try these pickled lettuce. Okay, they're quite sweet, salty, they're not very pickly. Ah, that's really annoying. I'm gonna use just a few of those because balance-wise, we could end up with a really salty dish here. That as a broth, that just needs to come off. Try adding a bit of this. Okay, that's actually really helped. Ah, my time's up. Not a great effort. I'm going to give myself a 3. That was tough. Are they prawns? What did I call them? Lobster. Oh yeah, they're prawns. They're prawns! I've been calling them lobster all 10 minutes. They're obviously massive prawns. Right, that's it's time to go.
Right, this needs all of my sous chef. Someone's having a laugh, aren't they? Right, massive big prawns, langoustine. Are they cooked? They are cold, so they need to be cooked. I guess fry those off in butter. They won't take long. Where am I? I'm second from last, so I will cook those off because I don't trust Jamie. That smells delicious. What are you? Are you mushrooms? Ah! Right, that looks like it's been cooked. Right, keep the broth because the broth might be tasty. I don't know yet. Let's just work out what things are first. I don't know what that is. Is that pastry or is that mushroom?
Pastry is a new one.
What is that? Tastes quite nice.
Yummy, Barry?
Is that just water? That's just murky water. This one looks more flavoursome. Oh! Very flavoursome. Ah! It's the skins for the prawns. Okay, right. Oh, God, bold! This is a territory I am not confident in. Really interesting. Is this pasta? No. It's got, I don't know what to do apart from just fry off some prawns. I don't know what it needs. Rice flour. I've done nothing for 5 minutes. I've done nothing. Just do something, Barry. This could be a disaster. So that'll work well in there, but the prawns are now going into this butter to fry off. So put some shiso leaves in there because it looks pretty. What are you? What are you? Oh, yeah, these are great. We had these before.
You've had all of these ingredients before, Barry. That is the point.
They're just noodles wrapped in little balls. These are already cooked. So a few of these can go in there as well. A minute left, I've done nothing. Okay, looking good, looking good, looking good. So I think all Jamie has to do is compile this dish. I think that's relatively simple. I don't think I've ever done this little in a pass it on, but I don't think I've screwed things up, but I haven't really done much to it. So I'm going to give myself a 4. Jamie!
Right, last one up. So if this has all gone to plan, I should just be plating up and have a nice, easy, chilled 10 minutes. How are we doing? We all good? Here we are, pass it on. Global ingredients, shiso leaf, noodles, prawns that are cooking. How cooked are the prawns? Let's give them a flipperoo. Oh, look at that, that's lovely. Feels like everything's in order. There's nothing in the oven, there's nothing in the fridge necessarily to use. I am zen. This is lovely. Is there anything else that we might want to add? I'm going to remove that from there because they do look good. Let's have a little shimmy. Where is our je ne sais quoi? Oh, here he is. Yeah, that's right. Dancing around the kitchen. We're going to have a good time. What I've picked up is an egg. Now, I'm trying to remember what kind of egg this is. I don't think it's a century egg, but I do know that it's very strongly flavoured. So we're going to want a little grating of that. I brought some palm sugar so we can have a little grating of that. And I've found some of the incredibly sour plums. So I'm going to think just a little grating of that as well. And I think when we bring that all together, got a plan. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I need a bowl. We're not just going to go all into the bowl, because if we do that, we're likely to take it too far in one direction or too far in the other direction, and we want it straight down the middle. So let's make our own version of the dish in this bowl, and when we're happy with it, we can replicate it in there. Are we finally learning how to do a pass it on? 6 minutes, 24 seconds left. This is great. Here's a question no one's probably asked you in this video yet. How are you? You happy? You happy things are going well? I hope they are. It's fine. Right, so I'm gonna have some of this. We're zen, remember? Pop some of this in here as well. Very salty shrimpies. Well, that's quite a lot. A little bit of palm sugar. So how are we doing here? Do you know what? I really like that. Really like that. A little bit of an aged soy, or it's not the smoked soy, so I think it's more of an aged one. What I've done there is put quite a bit in. Don't need to put that much in. Yeah, too much soy, I would say. Let's get a little bit of the egg in. That egg's got a shell. I didn't realise that egg would have a shell. Okay. Oh, if I'd known that egg had a shell, I'd have done this earlier, because that's gonna, oh no. Oh no, right. Don't worry, remember, we're zen. We are chill, we're having a lovely time. We're gonna just, because all we actually want is the bit of the yolk, isn't it? Should we taste this? Yep, I remember those. Yeah, we want a tiny little bit of that. Salty, sulphury egg. Let's balance it out with a bit more palm sugar. No, that's too salty. Too salty. Okay. Zen. Spoon this in. Oh, yes. It's got tons of stuff. And then we go in with our mushroom. We don't want too much of that sauce, actually, because it's very vinegary, that sauce. Utterly delicious. It's going in here. Lovely. Lovely. And then going in with, oh no, the head's come off. Right, don't worry about that. I'm going to score myself. Going with an 8. Let's get that into the sexies, get the boys in. Are we ready?
Yeah?
Come on.
Swing!
Ta-da!
Yeah, like, good.
Wow.
That is bold, Jay. great plating.
I thought for a moment that was really good, then I saw what's in the broth.
Oh no.
Did you not strain the broth of all the shells?
Oh no.
All the bits I picked out to give flavour. You serve all the rubbish in the stock.
Oh no! Sebas, you're taking out all the flavour.
That's ridiculous.
I'm hoping this could taste really good.
Should we have a taste and a chomp and then talk about it?
Oh, wasn't what I expected, but I like it.
We're on something there.
Oh, you've tweaked that.
You've tweaked it and
tweaked it.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Tofu skins made it.
They're tofu skins.
They're good now.
I thought they were like scrappy pasta, but
Mushrooms are well cooked.
it's really delicious.
Really refreshing as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll tell you what, it tastes.
That's delicious.
It tastes delicious. Wow.
We've ended up with a dish that used multiple global ingredients from multiple different countries, and we started something that was passed on.
He's really happy because he got his way.
He got what he
got his
wanted.
way, yeah.
We had to take the steer though, because we were out of our depth more than ever.
they're big time.
So would you score yourself? And is it a pass or fail?
Weirdly enough, I only gave myself 6.5. But given everything I brought here ended up there, plus your pickled mushrooms, probably should have been higher. It's definitely a pass.
I might have given myself a 3 or a 4. Can't remember. It was quite low. If you got served that in a restaurant, I think it'd be a fail because
I mean,
you can't eat any of that stuff. However, it tastes one of the best pastas
Really
we've
lovely
done, so
and
it has
fishy
to
and
be,
seasoned.
has to be a pass. It's so balanced.
I think I followed the same pattern. I gave myself a 4 because I didn't feel like I gave much to the dish, but the dish is delicious.
Some of the parts.
So it's a pass.
For all of the reasons that you gave yourselves low scores because you didn't feel like you contributed too much, and I gave myself an 8 for those reasons.
not spaffing it up.
Didn't spaff it up. Actually took my time to taste everything and balanced it all out, and I thought for that, an 8 is probably
I think that's
where,
fair.
where we were, wasn't it? I think that's a pass.
I like positive Jamie.
I'm not sure the audience like familiarity.
They want spaff back.
The shirt just made me wave it. Nice. So is that 4 passes?
That's 4
4
passes.
Yeah.
Full house!
A bowl of delicious parts.
Well done.
Well, over to you guys. What did you make of that? Let us know. How did we individually perform in your eyes? Comment down below, let us know. And continue to suggest themes and ideas for future Pass-It-Ons next time around.
All I hear from that, Barry, is I've got to keep travelling.
Yeah, keep going away.
Yeah, that works all round, doesn't it?
Everyone wins.